Hi friends, welcome to another video. So I'm on the floor today because it feels like a floor kind of day, if you know what I mean. I don't think I have to say any more than that. I'm really excited about today's video because I spent some time on eBay and I found a lot of vintage crochet magazines. And I thought that we could go through these magazines and unpack them together and pick maybe one or two things to crochet together using one of the patterns in the magazines. So fun. They are from the 70s and 80s, and I can't wait to unbox them and go through them with you. Good job, Babou. Here's the first batch. I can't wait to go through these. They look so cool. All right, so I have my box here. I got my yarn. I'm so excited. Okay, so let me go over this first. So as you just saw, I was looking through this Accessories, Coats and Clarks book number 215, and I was really struck by the photography in this one, which is why I was drawn to the pattern that I chose. Like, this is just so cool. I love it. I love that it's in black and white, so there's a little bit of a surprise element in terms of the colors that I'm choosing, but I'm trying to be as accurate as possible to the pattern itself. And it's called the Multicolored Crocheted Triangular Shawl. Okay, so this is what the pattern looks like in the booklet. And according to the pattern, it used Coats and Clarks Red Heart knitting worsted 4-ply yarn. I tried to be as accurate as possible in choosing the yarn colors, and it was sort of fun because the photography is black and white. And so according to this pattern, they had 4 ounces each of number 648 apple green, number 740 atomic pink, number 758 mid rose, and number 764 deep purple. So I did my very best to match these colors. I even tried to find the vintage yarn that this pattern calls for, but I wasn't very successful in my searches. And maybe if I was taking more time to complete this video and this crochet pattern, then maybe over time I'd be able to accumulate the yarns that it called for. But I wanted to work on this pattern. I currently don't have a crochet project, so I wanted to get the yarn ASAP. And so I tried to be as accurate as possible to the colors that were called for in this pattern. I got my Michael's box of yarn, and these are the yarns that I ended up going with. So here they are, the yarns. So I ended up going with Big Twist yarn, and that's because according to my research, these were the yarns that were closest in color to the vintage yarns that the pattern called for. So I ended up going with 100% acrylic Big Twist value, and I wanted to do like an acrylic yarn because that's what the pattern called for in the vintage yarn. So I went with Big Twist Hot Pink as a replacement for the Atomic Pink in the pattern. So that's one. Big Twist Medium Rose as a replacement for the Mid Rose color. Big Twist Grape as a replacement for the Deep Purple color. And Big Twist Light Green as a replacement for Green Apple in the original pattern. These are the colors that I went with. I'm really excited about this color combination. I think it's super fun, very springy, which I love, and it's making me even more excited for spring. So I am going to get started at looking at this pattern and we'll start crocheting soon. Okay, so here's the pattern. It calls for a size G crochet hook. So it's mostly just double crochets, alternating colors, and then there's some fringe. So that should be pretty easy to actually crochet. I'm really excited. I don't think I'm gonna do a gauge because who has time for that? So I am just gonna get started with crocheting, starting with chain 236. So fun. Yeah, so let's get started. Finish the foundation row. We finished the first row. I think I repeat the next row and then I start switching colors. So I think it's like a 2 rows of double crochet, switch the color, 2 rows of double crochet, switch the color, repeat type of situation. So I'll just be doing that until the end of this shawl, I guess. So I hope you like crochet content. Second row is complete, so I'm going to switch colors and then double crochet 2 rows of purple. Okay, so the way that it works is that every row now you skip the first double crochet so that it creates a triangular pattern. So on the next row, I'll also skip the first double crochet so that it keeps reducing in the number of spaces. So it ends up being like a triangular shawl. So that's how this is gonna go. Okay, I've finished the first 4 rows. This pattern's super easy to follow. It's just a double crochet repeat. The only slightly annoying thing is that you have to cut the yarn after each row and reattach it so that you can gradually make it taper down. That's the only slightly annoying thing about this pattern. Otherwise, I think it'll be pretty quick to work up. So we're just gonna continue crocheting. Hopefully I finish this within like a day or 2. We'll see. Yesterday. I'm going to make some coffee and then continue crocheting. Okay, just kidding. I gotta take the boy out. He's whining and needs to go outside. So we're gonna go for a little walk. We're in the car, which means we're going on an adventure. I needed a break from crocheting, so we're going to go to one of my favorite vintage thrift places, and there's a plant store right next door. So we're gonna go hit up both and see what we can find. I'm looking for things for plants, some cool vintage things, plant related things. It's about a 30-minute drive, so we're just gonna put on some tunes and enjoy the warmer weather. It's really starting to feel like spring, which is making me feel really happy. So let's go for an adventure. We made it. Let's go in. Okay, we're back. I got some cool plants. I can't wait to show you. And I'm really bummed because one of the really awesome vintage furniture stores that used to be at this location is closed. I think they're moving to a new location. So I was a little disappointed about that, but I think I'm gonna hit up one more vintage flea market before I end my little adventure. So let's go there and see what we can find. We've arrived to our second destination. Let's see what it's like. I've never been here before, so this will be an adventure for both of us. Let's go. So I finished crocheting the shawl part with all my ends that I don't think I need to weave in because I am going to now put a fringe on. So that's what I'm gonna do for the next however long that takes. According to the instructions, I just have to make a fringe and then we'll be done with this. Okay, I'm here with Nandor, my big fluffy man. He's a big fluffy man. It's been a few days, actually probably more like a few weeks since I started this project, and I finally finished it. I'm so excited with the outcome. I think it's so cute. I love the color scheme here. And I was able to follow the pattern in the vintage pattern book. So I finished with the fringe and everything, and it turned out really cute. I'm really pleased with it. And I feel like I can finally fulfill my babushka dreams. It was super easy to crochet. The instructions were very easy to follow. I was, I don't know, a little apprehensive about the fringe because I've never really made a fringe before, and it does take a minute to make it, but I think it turned out good. And I think it's a super cozy little project that I can hang over a couch or a chair or something, or wear this in the winter like a scarf. I'm really pleased with it. And this was super fun to make. This project probably took me about, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks to finish. So it was a pretty quick project for me. I'm not the fastest crocheter, so I was really happy with how this turned out. And I love that the colors and the pattern was sort of a mystery until I ended up making it. So that was really fun for me too. I will probably be making more vintage patterns in the future because I had such a good time. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see another video where I make more vintage patterns from old vintage books. I would love to do that if that's something that's of interest to y'all. Oh, also, I never really talked about what I ended up getting when I went thrifting. So I'll insert a picture of what I got up here. And the most exciting part of this haul was definitely the worm book. I have a tattoo of an earthworm. I love worms. Certified bug girly here. So I saw this and I was instantly like, this is for me. I even talked to the seller and she was like, I was so excited to see the person who actually bought this because I didn't know who would end up buying this. And I was like, me, this book was made for me. If you would like to see more thrifting videos, let me know. I love thrifting. I go thrifting like every other weekend. So happy to do more content like that. That's it for this video. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment below about what your current work in progress is or what you'd like to work on in the near future. I make videos about once every other week or so. If you'd like to see more of this type of content, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what you're working on right now. I'll see you in the next one.